right nostril and you're not getting any air through that nostril throughout the day, and you know, there's got to be a natural way to heal this. This video is for anybody you know that has Alzheimer's. I just saw the first Alzheimer's survivor commercials. Who will it be and when will it be? And I've been seeing them quite a bit on TV. If you just Google search for Alzheimer's and pranayama is the American phrasing that they've given to this Indian breathing exercise. So I've been using the pranayamic breathing for my own acne and my skin, but essentially it just restores balance in the body, and it will lessen the effects of Alzheimer's. I'm not going to claim it as a cure or a fast-acting solution for it, so if the person you know with Alzheimer's is taking some sort of medicines, I wouldn't recommend going off of what the doctor is telling you to do, but merely adding this as a practice. If you've ever done any type of exercise in your life, you know that, it takes daily, consistent work to see any type of result whatsoever. But within 3 days of doing this consistently, I'm sure you would see, at least feel a little bit of something, as far as being more in the moment, more present, etc. How you remember life pre-Alzheimer's. So there's about 7 core exercises, 18 different ones that I know of. There might be more. 2 that I feel very confident and comfortable teaching and that are working for me. So I'm sure if I learned more of them, it'd probably expand and speed up my healing with my acne. But just doing the 2, you'll notice the differences. Obviously, if you're a family member of someone with Alzheimer's, you might have to do them with them. One of them is 5 minutes a day, another one's half hour a day. Let's say you can't commit to the full half hour, or you forget, or you get too busy. That's okay. Doing 1 minute here and there will even make the difference. If you really want to make the difference quickly, it's going to be 30 minutes a day of the alternative nostril breathing and 5 minutes a day of the fire breathing. So let me know in the comments if you know different names of the breathing exercises. Obviously there's the Sanskrit or Indian terms for these, and I don't even know if the American versions, if what I'm actually saying is accurate, whether it's fire breathing or if it's called something else, or alternative nostril breathing or called something else. But you should do it with the tissue in hand, and if you get dizzy or lightheaded, slow it down a little bit. Maybe don't hold your breath as long. Do them for shorter, stints. Take a little bit more break in between. It's not bad to get lightheaded, but certainly don't force yourself to pass out or anything like that. So I'll do the fire breathing first, so it's in both nostrils. And by the way, the reason why this works so well is because if you breathe in through your mouth, which most of us do, you're circulating oxygen into the body, versus if you breathe through your nostrils, it's breathing oxygen directly into your brain, and the brain will release and send oxygen into the body. The nostril may breathe into the body as well. I don't really know the physiology of it. If you're a doctor trained on, ENT or any your nose and throat or anything like that, feel free to comment about it. Would love to see exactly how it all works. I just know that my acne's been fading away like rapidly fast, and there's too many studies and examples and Google web pages and web pages on Google, whatever you'd call them, where it talks about Alzheimer's and pranayama. So, all right, so the fire breathing is in both nostrils and then out, 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 out. So this is an example. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then out, 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 out. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Out. If you notice my mouth is not open, I'm not breathing in through my mouth. If you do breathe in through the mouth, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just saying that the nostril is a direct connection to the brain, which is a direct connection to the body. So in, hold, out. Kind of makes a funny noise, but you know, it's all worth it. So yeah, I do that for 5 minutes a day, and then the alternative nostril breathing I'll do for a half hour a day. Like I said, I rarely, if maybe I have the day off work or whatever like that, have the time, patience, focus to do it for the half hour a day. If I have like, you know, a long weekend or something like that with a holiday and I take a couple days off work and I just really focus on doing it 3 days in a row, literally for me, and granted Alzheimer's you can't see it, for the acne I can literally see the acne fade away and heal on its own within that third day. I look in the mirror from Friday to Monday if I have off, and I can literally see the differences. So again, unfortunately Alzheimer's you can't see it, but you know, if you literally do it every day for 3 days, you probably at least notice a little more presence and focus of mind. And if it's your family member in conversation, you probably notice a little slight tiny changes. You do it for 4 days straight, you'll notice more. 5 days straight, you'll notice more. 30 days straight, you'll notice a lot more. If you keep it up for a year, you'll really notice the differences. So next is alternative nostril breathing. So it's cover up one nostril and breathe in. So I'm covering up the, I don't know if it's flipped because it's on video, but I'm covering up my left nostril and I breathe in through the right one. So hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cover up the right nostril and breathe out the left one. Again, you want to do this with a tissue because it might get a little messy. So do that 5 times in one direction. So in through the right, out through the left. 5 times going that direction. This is third. Out through the left. 4th, in through the right. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out through the left. 5th, in through the right. Out through the left. Okay, then I switch it up. So then I cover up the right nostril and I breathe in through the left nostril. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cover up the left nostril, breathe out the right nostril. Hold the right, breathe in through the left, cover the left, breathe out the right. Holding 5 seconds in between. And that was 4. Let's say I stop after the 4th one and I go drink, eat, go take a shower, drive, whatever like that. It's fine. But even doing those 4 made a difference. Like I said, doing that a half hour a day will really make the difference. But if you only remember or stay focused for 4 of them, it'll clear up your nostrils a little bit, which will let more oxygen flow through the body throughout the rest of the day, which will naturally send more oxygen into the body, which literally will restore the brain and the body. It would take a while, but back to your 5, 6-year-old self. You didn't have Alzheimer's at 6 years old. You formed it. It came about based on life, so you can restore it back to normal. Obviously, diet will make a big difference. Water will make a big difference. Sleep patterns will make a big difference. Stress levels will make a big difference. Back to diet, especially hormone balancing foods such as broccoli will make the difference. Any foods with antioxidants will make the difference. But clearing up open the nostrils and getting more air in the brain and the body throughout the rest of the day will, I don't want to say make more difference than the diet, but you know, if you think about it, you can go days without eating. I think days without water. Was it 30 days without eating, 3 days without water, and about, you know, a couple minutes without oxygen. So if you think about it, oxygen is probably the lifeblood of everything. That's what pranayama stands for, by the way. It stands for life force, or means rather. pranayama, life force. So again, I don't even remember where I stopped, but back to it. Into the left. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out to the right. Into the left. Out through the right. Five times go in that direction, then I switch back up, go back in through the right, back out through the left. If you have a clock right in front of you, you can literally manage the time and do this for a half hour a day. You'll really notice the difference. Fire breathing 5 minutes a day, alternative nostril breathing a half hour a day. Yeah, stay tuned for more videos, but that's my What About Alzheimer's based on the first Alzheimer's patient that's healed from it. I don't even know what the right words are. I watched the commercial twice over the last 2-3 days. First Alzheimer's, I don't even know if they're calling it cure, but I'd imagine that there are some that have done the pranayama and the diet and the water and the sleep and the stress levels and everything like that actually reversed the Alzheimer's, although it's definitely a difficult thing to reverse. But I've spoken to cancer patients that have popped their cancer cells, and literally they go back to the doctor. The doctor's like, the cancer's gone. So, you know, I hope Alzheimer's Association sees this video and starts researching it and recommending it. And like I said, I'm not telling you to go against what the doctor says, go against what the medication says, but obviously you can see I'm not doing anything that's, you know, harming me or taking any random experimental drugs. It's literally air and oxygen. I've even done this for a half hour in a subway, you know, seemingly dirty subway in New York, and I felt like my nostrils cleared up, and you know, looked at a mirror before and after I did it and could see the acne fading away from just a half hour of doing it in the dirty subway. So the hairs in your nostrils and whatever else is up there will clean out the dirty air. And you know, I'm not saying I'm breathing in fully clean air, but getting more air into the brain is better than a clog in your right nostril, and you're not getting any air through that nostril throughout the day, and you know, it's just over time harming the brain, which in turn harms the body. Hope this video finds you well. Hope this was helpful for you. I'm fighting back tears because, you know, seeing these Alzheimer's commercials really, you know, when I know that there's an option for it and, you know, it's not publicized or people don't know about it, it's, you know, it's difficult to deal with. And I just did it based on my acne and anyone that I know that has Alzheimer's. But it's healing my acne, so I'd like to pay it forward and help out anybody you know with any form of Alzheimer's, dementia, any you know, disease that's right up that similar relationships. We have more videos and links to Alzheimer's pranayama info on the website uofhealth.webs.com. I don't make any money off of it right now. I might never make any money off of it. I'm not trying to make money off of it. There's no, like, you know, fill out your info. You know, feel free to email me, obviously, but or contact me here, however you're seeing this. You know, I'd be happy to go over more of it, but it's not like, you know, you fill out your email and I'll give you a class on how to do more exercises. That's it. Literally, those two will literally reverse the Alzheimer's. So there's no extra hidden materials to buy, any extra videos to buy. I mean, there's tons of videos on it. I don't know, Alzheimer's specific, I'm sure there's one or two, but you know, leave your notes in the comments, thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and you know, let me know if you notice the differences. Definitely, if you do this with an Alzheimer's patient. Like I said, I mean, Alzheimer's is a really difficult thing, so you may have to literally sit down and do it with them and coach them through you know, how this is going to be benefit. I mean, they haven't been doing it for the last 40, 50, 60 years of their life, so I don't expect them to be super excited to do it now, but I mean, what else do you have to live for? You know, you spend a half hour with them a day anyway, getting ready for dinner, doing whatever it is that you're doing throughout the day, adding a couple breathing exercises. When I read about this, I was like, I know how to breathe. I don't need to work on my breathing, you know what I mean? Because I used to run cross country, and we breathed in through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Maybe that's why I was healthier when I was running cross country in high school and college, but you know, the rhythmic breathing and the specific exercises that the Indians discovered or fell upon, I don't know how they came across it 5,000 years ago. I mean, I don't know the general Indian population if they're generally healthier than Americans, but I mean, seems like they are. Seems like they have really good skin. Obviously, I meet some Indians with, you know, health issues too, but you know, generally they eat really good foods, and the people that do these breathing exercises, I'm sure, are, you know, fairly fit. All right, well, let me know what you think, and I'll be in touch and look for more. Bye now.